Warning, the video you are about to watch features YouTube user ToonCriticY2K. If you are unaware, this user is admitted to committing crimes that are, but not limited to, pedophilia. As a result, he will be cut out of new recordings, but he still remains in this one. If this will bother you, then that would be a good time to click off the video and wait for the condensed version that will come out after each session. While we are committed to entertainment, one of the goals of these videos is to raise further awareness of these allegations. We respectfully understand if hearing Toon will cause more distress than entertainment. For those who are interested, we implore you to pay close attention to ToonCriticY2K's actions, as they can potentially provide valuable insight into the working of a mind like his and help one better protect themselves. Viewer discretion is advised.
Greetings and welcome, one and all. I am Dr. Wolf, and this is Brony Dungeons and Dragons. And we are all to begin today's session. We have been talking for weeks and weeks about, oh my goodness, so much drama waiting on the line.
Okay, you're live.
Days of Our Lives Part 2, everyone.
Yeah. Now
Totally
with more
not a
soap
opera.
Yeah, more like The Young and the Restless.
Ah,
Oh.
I don't want. I didn't sign a contract to be in a soap opera.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you kind
When
of
we
did.
signed our lives away to Josh's rule.
Mistakes were made.
Oh, I am repeating mistakes. Aeon said you didn't read the fine print.
Yeah,
Anyways,
It's pretty early for a lot of us. Keith and I in particular had to we had to get up in like 4 in order to make this, but we're okay. We planned for it.
It was
Dedication.
either that or force everybody to get up that early.
Dedication, everybody.
indeed.
This is how much we love our campaign and love our audience.
And we love our DM. Thank you, Josh.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Josh
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah.
Reels us
Thank you,
rotten
Josh.
with this game.
Yep.
All right, but yes, this session is going to be very roleplay heavy, and
Is Josh echoing in the background, or is that just me?
No, it's because he and Claire are in the same house.
Sorry, on mute.
Okay.
Echo. All right. Anywho, but yes, it's going to be very roleplay heavy mainly because last session had to wrap things up a little quickly because I had a meeting I had to get to.
Okay.
But we are going to get a lot of these things are going to be resolved and maybe not be resolved, and yes, there's gonna be quite a lot here, and I am a little concerned about how you guys are gonna handle it.
Well, we are trained.
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
We are trained thespian actors. Josh,
We are not prepared.
We are not ready.
A couple things before we begin. Finn has not arrived just yet, but he is on his way, and we look forward to having him join us.
Aye.
All right, Josh, Dungeon Master Josh, weave us this grand epic tale once more.
Don't tell me what to do.
Does what he wants.
All right, everybody mute. Everybody mute.
When we last left our heroes, they were traumatized. After the encounter with the Frostwind Virago, our heroes traveled with Fathers Amber Virag to the land of the Golden Dragons. While there, Simula tempted Cross with the offer of improving his power, which he accepted, much to the party's chagrin. They also came across a beautiful wedding between a golden dragon and a red dragon, which soon turned to tragedy. They were subsequently kidnapped and fused into an abomination by Arkuth Wormwood. The party successfully calmed the creature and managed to secure the alliance of the dragons. On the other end of the world, the second group encountered a destroyed city and a misguided, disillusioned druid attempting to use any means necessary to cause nature to flourish. He was promptly defeated, and the group is now attempting to travel back to Alatastica. Today, the broken and scattered become whole.
So remember when we said we'd have Josh adjust, and as soon as he was done adjusting, everybody would be here? Guess who just entered the call?
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, well, in that case, I guess I don't have to start with that group. Okay, so.
Nope.
Okay.
I bloody called it.
Oh, hello. There we go.
Ah, here we go.
All right. The dragon leaders have instructed you to return to the council area and debrief the situation to all the dragons present. Everyone is looking at you expectantly. What do you do?
Well, don't everyone's jump up at once. That's all what happened.
So yes, as you all may be aware, this villainous war, whatever he is,
Arcus Wormwood.
he has corrupted and disarrayed the princess and prince of the red and gold dragon. And we are uniting together to stop him. And obviously we need all of your help, but we also need the help of our comrades. The one who's leading this campaign is Queen Jaminia. And currently she, amongst the rest of our party, are somewhere else in the world. And she can do better to coordinate this campaign better than I.
I see. This person, you see Caladrius talk. Yes, that is the situation as it stands. You've seen what this person can do to dragons, especially right under our noses. This person is obviously a threat. So, all in favor? Yeah, everyone seems a little afraid to say no. Someone roll a knowledge nature check.
Someone present roll a knowledge nature check.
Yes.
Only Amber, I think, has it.
Alright, let me give it a go. Oh!
Not bad.
Oh, wow, you got a 19 on that roll.
That's pretty
I'm
good.
shocked. I am shocked. I only have 2 on that.
You do remember from what studying of the journal you have done that that they're a little. You're guessing that they might be a little afraid to contradict the golden and red dragons because they are the biggest, and they are the strongest genetically.
Oh.
What the heck was that laugh I just did?
Look, everybody, I know you're scared and nervous, but this threatens all of us, including the gold and red dragons. This is not to be taken lightly. This monster is willing to disrupt, disembowel, deform anybody he sees fit for fun and pleasure.
They're all looking amongst each other, and they're like, well, it doesn't feel like they have no reason to disbelieve your words. It's just that they don't seem hesitant to not do what you want. So, and you see this person walk forward. Tell me, who are these party members that you are talking about?
Queen Jaminia, the rightful ruler, whose throne was originally taken by one of our party, only for her to be dethroned by the very same person she trusted. And so...
Interesting. Why are they not here? Why is she not here?
Unfortunately, we had an encounter with some...
Pixies.
Yeah. Be quiet, you're not here.
Sorry.
We had an unfortunate encounter with some extremely playful pixies, and we had trespassed on their territory, and they thought it would be hilarious to split our party across worlds.
Split your party. Tell me, is your party consisting of a little girl riding a dog, a purple elf, a green elf, a blonde tart, and a red goat woman?
I resent little.
She's not a goat woman, but yes, that sounds like our party.
You see him look towards this archway. I'll be right back.
What?
Oh.
He steps through the archway. He steps through the archway and vanishes.
Oh.
I guess they're portals. Interesting.
So this
Oh.
is the
Putting a
hub
portal
world.
theme around
Oh,
here.
wow.
Yes, yes. Watch your step.
Oh. I didn't know we dragons had this kind of power.
We've been around the block.
Oh.
We've been around for a very, very long time.
It's amazing.
Oh.
All right, you have entered a small plain along the way to the coast. What do you do?
There are
Give me
many
1 sec.
skeletons here.
Yes, Arden looks back to you. Oh, yes. This this was an unfortunate site for a battle, but and no one really felt the need to give them a proper burial. So, and we're not very on this side of the planet. We're not very good with respect for the dead. I'll just leave it at that.
Say no more. So yeah, I think we dealt with whatever was going on, but that town is going to need a lot of rebuilding. It's going to take a while if you want to get the town back up.
Well, unfortunately, that is beyond my purview.
Yeah. Do you know if sorry, what was the town that's like North Curd or Cord or something? Thank
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Cord. That's the name of it. Yeah, would the city of Cord be of use to help clear the way?
I doubt it. But given our options, I don't see many other choices.
Well, if you can spread the word that the invasive the invasive forest has now officially been taken care of. It could be. I apologize. Yeah, it could be a good idea to establish some sort of connection, especially for those dealing with sailing. But as I look to Rose, to make a compromise, do not go past a certain way. That way, the forest animals that are there are left alone.
Indeed, I want to make sure that the wolves and the animals are not harmed.
Yes, well, I believe we've learned our lesson about taking care of the gifts that the gods have given us.
As I looked at Quick Strike, yeah, you got that right.
Arden, this is a very impertinent question, but it is important to me, and I ask that you please answer honestly, and I promise whatever answer you give, I will not press further, but I have to know, are you just a humanoid?
He looks at you and says, "Well, yes. What do you mean by that?"
It is nothing.
You see Jaminia kind of scratch her head guiltily.
Jaminia, do you have is there anything you need to help out? I mean, I've been noticed you've been in the back like quite a while. I mean, yeah, let me just move my character on the rock. Like, if you have any say things to Arden help out.
Oh no, it's just I remember getting that question earlier.
Oh, sorry.
It is not for the same reasons, Jiminia. I have my doubts sometimes.
Oh no, we kind of need them. It's we've seen a lot.
Yeah.
But I do believe that I do need to talk with all of you about something.
Yeah. Okay. I'm here. I'm all ears.
All right. I wanted to talk about me letting myself get eaten. I'm sorry for scaring you. I've been in that sort of situation before, so I knew how to handle it, but you haven't. See, I know my own limits, but you don't know mine, and I should have told you about them. It would have prevented several heart attacks, and I apologize.
It's yeah. As much as communication would have been a lot helpful. I kind of want to know, what did you get swallowed whole by the first time?
Oh, it was part of my paladin rights. It's as I've said before, I'm a paladin of Heronius, and that means that in order to complete our rites, we need to make a pilgrimage quest. And as he is a patron of glorious battle and war, I had to gloriously slay a beast. Mine just so happened to be a night crawler. Roll knowledge nature.
Better, much better. Freaking ones up the wazoo last time. All right.
I'm done with ones. No more.
Yeah, let's not
No
do
more.
that again.
No more ones for
All
you.
right. Well, you know that is a giant worm.
Ugh.
A giant undead worm.
Ew!
Undead. All right.
I'm shivering just thinking about it.
For me.
Okay, that came out really girly. I apologize.
How dare you be feminine? Get the out.
So yes, I learned very early on that if you're ever fighting something bigger than yourself, you got to strike the things that are the softest, which could either be like the eyes or the organs. This creature did not have eyes, so that narrowed down the list.
Gotcha.
Nonetheless, I'm going to do something.
Oh. Okay.
I plan on
Survival
collecting branches and twigs.
Okay. You find some any in particular that you're looking for?
Oh, just one that might be a good size for a bow, and a few that would be a good size for arrows.
All right. Well, lucky for you, you do manage. It's like a branch has dropped off of a tree, and it appears to be just the right size.
Excellent.
Alright, let's see.
I'm searching for herbs.
Hold on.
All right. You start looking around, and you ask Rose if she's seen herbs for this particular of a particular variety, and she points in this direction.
So is that like a search check or?
Nope, you see it. Oh.
Well.
Oh.
What you get?
And
Okay. So, Oh.
Josh now knows what I'm doing.
Okay, what are you doing? This is nice. Actually, well, yeah, that's
So,
going
assuming that those were successful, I
Yes.
hand the now bow-shaped branches and iron-hard arrows to Jaminia for future
Oh.
reference.
Oh.
Ah, I see. Long distance training.
Yes, ranged weapons, please, and thank you. I know you say you know your limits, but just in case.
Meantime,
Well,
I'm sorry.
that's an idea. You know, better safe than sorry.
Is that
Meantime,
right?
I'm gonna go up to Arden. We may have to come back. Definitely for answer. Definitely, hopefully, if we get a larger group, get more answers out of what we found in the tomb. So hopefully we can get what we need. So we may see each other. We hopefully see each other again in the future. Well, especially after looking at the map, there's plenty of places that.
What was that?
Oh,
What
There
the-
it is.
Uh,
Didn't see that.
Aha.
Someone, I looked to Faye. Did someone cast Dimension Door?
Hold on. Knowledge.
Get your knowledge, woman. That's what you're here for.
Okay, so what you thought, you see a kind of a green archway just materialize into existence, and you can tell that that was hidden by an spell.
Okay.
Hello?
Good day. He walks up to you. May I ask why you have, traveled so closely to my lair?
Oh no, are we?
Arden, that's your department.
Are we trespassing on someone's lands again?
It's a Arden looks the guy up and down, and he goes white. This guy's a green dragon!
Ah.
Oh,
I greet him in Draconic then.
Okay.
go for it.
No, I'm just saying hi. We do not mean to trespass on your lands. We're simply trying to find our way back to our companions.
What did you...
He points to the portal.
Let's go, guys.
Okay. All right. I say that. Thank you so much, Arden. Send word to Cord that of our instructions. Hopefully, we get some future allies in the future. Thank you so much for helping us out.
Thank you for everything, Arden. You're a credit to your people.
Okay. I'll just stay here with all these dead bodies and tell people about the other dead bodies. Have fun doing whatever it is that you're doing. You see this person growl. Go around. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Until we meet again, Arden.
Yes. Bye.
Farewell, fellow scholar.
All right, you all step through the portal, and well, this happens. There's a lot of people here.
Faye! Jay!
Huh?
Faye! Rose! Jan!
I go over and hug Owen. Oh, how I miss you! How I miss you! How I miss you!
Owen has to do a very calm stare at Jalrum.
What? Awkward patting on the head.
No, not even moving, just very calm stare.
There you go.
I pick up Jim and Faye both and hug them tight. I missed you!
Yes. Amber, strong. You're too strong. Amber, crushing.
Oh, sorry. I put him down.
I look over and I see Jay like, oh, what the heck? I see Jaylen's got a bit of a growth spurt.
Faye is over here immediately.
What yeah,
the heck is that?
There's a lot to tell on our side.
Yeah, it's you see Caladrius speak. It's like, yes, there is very much a lot to talk about. But I would like to speak to the one called Jaminia.
Yes.
Oh,
Queen Jaminia.
Yes. She kneels. It's like, that's me. Who do I have the pleasure of addressing? You had the pleasure of addressing the person who's going to rip the throat out of the Wormwood.
Handy.
Oh, so I guess we're on the same side.
I look at Amber. Something happened here.
Oh, you have no idea.
But yeah. You see, yes, this person walks up and says, "Yes, I found these little interlopers. They crossed into the outskirts of my lair. After this meeting, I was going to kill them all for trespassing, but it appears that won't be necessary."
I appreciate it.
just let it go.
Well, that's Jaminia looks around. So I'm assuming that my friends have secured our alliance. That is correct. Well, are there any more preparations we need to make before advancing on Directian? Well, bit of a stretch, but better safe than sorry. But I was thinking to acquire the aid of 2 more races before we advance on Directian. You see Salaza groan, but she's like, what do you want? I was thinking about acquiring the aid of the Fae.
A what?
Excuse?
I'm sorry?
Huh?
Yes. You saw what they did. The powerful magic just sent us to the other side of the planet. Imagine if we had that fighting with us.
You wish to go see
Jaminia?
Beline?
What? Why in Elatastica would you want to ally with the very same races that split us apart in the first place?
Rin, that is enough.
Well, here's the thing. We obviously committed a faux pas. It was an accident, so we just need to be a little more prepared next time. I'm sure with a lot of preparation and a lot of studying, we'll be able to be a little more prepared.
Yes, I take out the Fey Compendium and I hand it around if you guys are interested.
I did my knowledge history stuff. I'm good.
Alright, we'll just need to be more careful. We need to speak to them in ways that they'll understand, or we'll need to get someone who can.
I guess it couldn't
Get
hurt
someone
Faye.
who can? What do you mean?
Do you want us to go back to Solania?
Possibly. It's our best chance. However, I do believe that there is also another thing that I want to talk about. Ivan, where are your people? You don't speak about your past much.
Well, to be honest, I don't speak of my people very often because they're a very difficult race to track down. All of my fellow air gnomes, they live in the cloud village of Cumelis. It's basically a village that drifts above in the sky. And considering it's a place that has no static grounding, it's always moving around in different places. My people literally go wherever the wind takes them.
You see, where is it? Yeah, you see this guy step forward. Say, you mean that giant floating rock behind the clouds?
Really? Where?
Yes, it usually hangs over where I am. You know, it's the ocean. There's a lot of wind. It passes by me frequently, and so I just kind of made a habit of, tracking where it goes. I could probably lead you all to it.
You could?
That.
Yeah. This one steps forward. It would be difficult to get there if we intend to. However, if we intend to successfully assault Directian, we will need these. Whatever he is, the strength of theirs as well.
Well, you see, my people don't exactly anchor the land to the earth. It's always flying. They do routinely make trips down to the surface world in order to grab food and supplies, but the only people that are allowed to go down there are those that have both the magic potential to teleport back to the land and also to find it when it drifts away. So, I never learned either of those spells. I have a bit of a complicated past with my homeland.
I was literally just about to ask that. I'm guessing you had an accident?
Yeah, I have a bit of a complicated past with my homeland. I never quite learned the spell that would allow me to both locate the land and return there. I wasn't exactly very old when I left my homeland, and it wasn't even on purpose either.
Oops. Well then, this person walks forward. So, how exactly are you all going to get there? I mean, if it's a city in the sky, and then everyone in the Dragon Council just turns their heads towards her. It's like she doesn't know why everyone's staring at her, but then she looks up and says, "Surely you're not suggesting we carry them there? That's a beast." This one walks forward. If you want to incur the wrath of Salaza for the sake of your pride, go ahead, flip that coin.
And as much as I would love to volunteer, I'm not the strongest at flyer. I would take them myself, but I'm
I can carry myself. I need not be a burden, but
Yes, Cross.
What about the forest? What about our chances of making allies there?
We
let us not rush back to Selenia. I think that going after Ivan's homeland, especially when it is moving, is a better idea.
Very well.
The Black Dragon Lord just sighs and says, "Ugh, fine, but I demand we do this tomorrow. We've had too much excitement today."
And nobody needs to worry about any kind of hostility. My people are incredibly peaceful.
Sounds good to me.
All right, that concludes today's council. We leave for the city in the sky tomorrow morning. You are free to move around the area, but just don't break any laws and we'll be all right.
Okay.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Great. So, you have the rest of the day to do whatever you want.
Okay, I kind of want to go blacksmith.
You what?
Well, I still have. I'm looking at scimitar that I got from the druid managed to drop. Kind of want to. Oh, hang on, sorry. Kind of want to sell that and maybe add a little bit of more more enhancements to what I have already.
Amber's eagerly staring at Theodora right now.
Yeah. Actually, wait a minute. Hang on, Amber. Don't you still have that stone axe from the tower?
I do.
Like that. Yeah. How would you come with me? We can kill two birds with one stone.
Oh, what?
I'll come with you, Amber.
Okay.
All right. So you all file out of the council room.
Hey, there he is. Oh, who's
Oh, hey.
Who's that?
That's my father, guys.
Oh, who?
That's my father, guys.
Everybody, I'd like to introduce you to Daddy Amber.
Aw.
Thanks for
Very-
catching me on that voice.
very-
Like, oh, whoever is this person?
Okay, I rushed over to him. Is everything okay?
I told you I promised you I'd be fine. I've been without you for so long. Did you think I was gonna let anything stop me from seeing you again?
Well, you kind of were a little covert about it. I was worried. Sue me.
Oh, they interrogated me about Ralkatov and Vizikra's relationship. I was aware of the love between those two. My romance with your mother wasn't exactly made a secret. Most dragons around here knew of it. And again, a number of them didn't approve, but one day, Ralkatov, the golden of the two, confided me the secret of his love. I gave him advice and I encouraged him to pursue the relationship.
That's kind of sweet.
Yes, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but it's actually unfortunately came back to bite me. Not all of them in there, but many of them in there now blame me for the situation.
It's not your fault that they wanted to get hitched.
Well, hey, try telling them that. I tried.
Well, maybe I should.
No, don't worry. It's nothing bad is going to happen to me other than a couple nasty looks. I broke no laws other than a cultural taboo, so they can't touch me.
Good. Okay, if you say so.
And besides, I'm used to being hated.
Aw.
Well, you'll never be hated by us. We're glad you're safe.
And that's why I like hanging around with you folks. Don't worry, they're angry right now, but they'll come around. And remember, Amber, as I've told you, patience brings friends, and we are dragons. We have a long time to wait.
I'll try to remember that.
Alright.
He runs up to you and pulls you into a hug.
Aww.
I missed 100 years of your life. You've grown to be so beautiful. I'm so proud of you. I know Hawthorne and Esminus would be proud of the strong dragoness you've become.
You think so?
I know so. He turns his head to Ivan. Ivan, stay with her. Encourage her to be patient and keep her happy.
Always, sir. Always.
All right. Well, I have to go check on my lair because, you know, sometimes adventurers like to be adventurous.
Yeah. Don't tell us why.
Alright, stay safe, all of you.
You
It's
too.
like everyone here I know that everyone here cares about each other a lot, so if you die, one of you is going to cry, and it's probably going to be Ember, and I have to deal with that.
I won't cry.
Aww.
We'll do our best.
I'll be there to dry your tears again.
Ivan, you're not helping.
It's Jaminia looks between you two, and that's an explanation.
You know,
So Faye, Jalarin, we were gonna go to the armory. Yes, let's. Okay, walking.
yeah, you guys have a good time. We'll see you in a little bit.
Okay. It was like
Bye,
I looked at Faith. Like, Alright, which of the blacksmith?
Yeah, I'll just separate you two in a second. So, okay, so you all are going to the blacksmith?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, yes.
Okay, so you all are going to the blacksmith.
Listen.
Okay, so while everyone else is here, okay, anyone, it's Jaminia's going to walk up to Cross. Hi, Cross, long time no see?
That would be an appropriate statement, yes. He jumps down, pauses for a moment, and then goes to hug her.
Aww.
Yes, Jalen's gotten bigger since I last saw her. What'd she eat?
Miracle grow.
I like to consider it a
Oh,
growth spurt.
boo.
To be honest, I'm just as surprised as you are, but I'm not complaining.
Oh, well then. So, is there anything that should be done around here? Should we join them at the blacksmith, or is there other things that need to be done?
Not that I can think of, no.
I'd like to shift into a Viper and have a talk with Jalen.
Oh, okay.
What for?
None of your concern, Cross.
Alright.
Oh.
Okay, so you shift, you use Wild Shape to shift into a Viper. Okay.
Alright, give me a moment. You guys may converse amongst yourselves.
I'm going home. I'm going home.
I feel like...
Let me just double check that this works. This isn't incriminating. Okay, good.
Jaminia and Rose haven't seen his new bow, have they?
Where did you get that bow?
Simula.
It's Jaminia's eyes widen. I see. It's a Simula waves her hand. We had a bit of an accident, and desperate times called for desperate measures.
He takes it off his back and shows it to Jaminia.
She kind of steps back from a little bit.
Is something wrong?
Yes. It's fine. Just. Owen. How are things?
Josh, are you getting my messages?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
I'm also getting a bit of echo from Josh every time.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I forgot to be leaving now.
Okay. Things have been tense since you haven't been around. To be honest, I think you have given this group a lot more, what would be the word? Camaraderie, since you have brought us all together. Your absence has brought out a lot of hurt feelings between a few of us. And that has brought a lot of concern, particularly from me. I have been trying to keep things from progressing too far, but I feel...
Jaminia looks towards Simula. Gee, and I wonder whose fault that is. Oh, sure. Hate on the pregnant lady. All right. Jaminia just huffs. If you weren't...
Guys, we don't need to fight.
We're sisters. It's our job.
Fair enough.
Anything else? Anything else that happened? But it seemed like the atmosphere in there was a little somber. What happened?
Should we tell?
Well, there was the dragons that we did run into Arkoth Wormwood for a very brief moment.
Yeah.
I suppose we should inform Jaminia about that story, and I suppose to speed things along, we can give her the condensed version and just say that we told her the whole story about that.
Yeah. Just go through that. Jaminia is kind of covering her mouth and crying. I didn't think. Oh, heavens.
At the very least, we were able to find out that their real personalities were still in there. So we were able to bring them out. We found out their love is still strong, even when their bodies are conjoined.
We did everything that we could.
Yeah.
She turns towards Simula. You're sure that you can fix this? Simula rolls her eyes. Yes, I can fix this. It's every little bad thing that happens I can fix, because it's always all my fault, isn't it? I never said that! Oh no, you didn't say it with words, you said it with tone.
I hiss at them.
Fine, well... Then Simula looks up. You know, I have been thinking back to that situation. And with the whole thing, I think you could have gone further, you know? I mean, I would have gone with something like, isn't the idea of marriage for the two to become one flesh? Never thought they'd take it so literally. Or when the battle started, I'd say, you know, welcome to the honeymoon or something. Really, some missed opportunities there.
Oh my goodness.
It's a good thing Amber isn't there.
Yeah, Jaminia looks... Yeah, Jaminia's clenching her fist at this time.
The point is, we managed to get through to them, and now, while they're not 100% back to normal, at the very least, we know that what was within them is still there. So...
Jaminia storms off.
I'll go try and talk
we
to
should
her.
go follow her.
No, I'll go talk to her.
Simula sighs. It's kind of disgusting how easily people let me control them.
Can I follow them since I was literally in mid-conversation with the Viper that he just took away?
Yes. Yeah. It's just so easy. I know exactly what buttons to press, and they let me press them. They let me control them. I'm starting to get bored.
You do realize this isn't a game, right?
A game? It's not a game, you say? Really?
No, it's not. Considering what we've been through all this time, considering real lives are being put at risk and our friends are pretty much being torn apart at this point, it's not a game anymore. And honestly, considering we now accept you as one of our own, as one of our party, I would think that you wouldn't even try to push the buttons anymore. Honestly.
Well, it's like Amber said. Am I really a part of the party?
While some of us do have our doubts about you, and some of us still retain those doubts, we are at the very least accepting you as a member of our party, and some of us even trust you to a certain degree. No Cross does. No, I do. So, is it really worth it to betray that trust just for a few laughs?
Would you be surprised if I said yes?
Honestly, no. But...
That's the thing. I know I know the things that you value. In fact, a lot of traps that I set up for a lot of you, I know because I studied you all for a long time. I know exactly how to hurt all of you.
But why do it? Why hurt us? Why even bother anymore?
She looks down for a second. Because it's the only thing I can feel sometimes. She walks up. She goes off to stare at the brook.
You're telling me you can't feel anything except for joy from other people's suffering? No happiness, no joy, no love, nothing?
Oh no, I do feel other emotions. I do feel things like frustration, anger, disgust. Mostly from just seeing people go about their days, caring about just stupid, asinine, trivial things, acting like that they're the most important people in the world.
Well, it is in human nature to look after yourself and believe in yourself and look out for yourself. There are those that do care about others, as we've shown before. There can be times when we can be selfish and,
But is not caring for others a selfish thing to do?
Why would you say that?
Well, think about it. Why would you care for another person?
Because you care about their well-being.
Why do you care about their well-being?
Because they've done things for you that you appreciate.
Oh, so it's I scratch your back, you scratch mine, it's because of survival. Yes, I've heard that answer before. Well, people just want to survive, people just want to stay. People always want to get the things that they want. Every single life form on this planet is unbelievably petty.
Think about this for a second. Our entire team, our entire team have been looking out for each other this entire time, and very often a lot of people distrust you, and you haven't done a lot for the rest of the team, and you still view as part of the family. So this isn't really much of a scratch our back, you scratch your back scenario, because we look after you even though you haven't done a lot to help us. We enjoy your company, and we just want to see what
She gives you a long, hard raised eyebrow. You really enjoy my company. You're supposed to be the pure one. Why are you lying through your teeth?
I'm not. My people have taught me that it's always good to make friends with everybody we meet, and I see the good in everybody. I even see
You okay over there?
Yeah, are you really okay?
Sorry about that.
Okay. No dying.
Well, listen. I've done nothing but hurt your party, and the only reason that I'm not dead right now is because of this thing in me. I can read between the lines.
It's not the only reason for some of us, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Illuminate me.
Have you seen how Cross treats you?
Yes, and I know exactly why he's doing so.
Because he cares about you, maybe?
She begins to laugh. I think it'll be juicier if he tells you. Here's the thing. I know all of you. I know all of your pasts. I know all of your stories. There's a reason that I brought you all together.
Why?
Spoilers.
Dang it!
Frustrated noises.
Okay.
I'll tell you when the time comes. Right now, I just need to think.
All right.
So we are heading to the Dragon Smith. And who all is going here?
That's me, Jalarim, and Faye.
Yeah.
The elf ship and the third wheel of the dragon.
Wow.
Subtle.
I'm just saying.
Love you too.
Anyway.
All right. You head in and you see this person come out. It's like, oh, hello, welcome. Oh, new people. Hello.
Hi. Greetings.
Yes, these are friends of mine.
Well,
Go on.
well,
She's really nice.
New people, new customers. I can work with this. So, what would you like?
First, a suggestion. I pull out the flames, the scimitar. What do you think is best for this? Selling or smelting? For weapon improvement. How much can I get for this?
All right. Well, give it to me.
All right.
She attempts to grab it, but it slips out of your fingers and cuts your hand.
Oh, I'm so sorry for that, man.
Whoa!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That has a lot.
Wait, what?
You okay?
You okay?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. I just. She rips off a little bit of her clothes and wraps it around.
Oh, see, I didn't realize it was that sharp.
Well, it works.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize, like.
Yeah, it's not the first time I've cracked a few knuckles with the hammer. So it comes in the line of work. Ouch.
How did that happen?
Don't know. I don't know. Just a bit of bad luck, I suppose. Anywho, is there anything else I could do for you? I won't be able to. Well, I just. Oh yes, your sword. Sorry. Sorry.
Right.
Blinding pain. Blinding pain makes me forgetful. Ow. Well, you could probably keep it. You could probably sell it.
Well, how much would it? Go ahead. How much would it be worth if I did end up selling it?
Well, I could give you.
Is your hand all right?
Yes, it's just like I'm used to getting. My hand is used to getting crushed, not stabbed.
Oh.
Does anyone have a cure wound spell they can use?
I do not.
Did I? Oh,
But I
crap.
do.
Someone has a wand. I don't know if he wants to use it.
I have a potion of healing.
You'd have to fetch someone who could do that.
Yeah,
I can use magic. Give me the wand.
Wait. No. I talked with Josh about this earlier. Muggles can use wands, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you don't need to give it to Phaethurin. It's Jalorum's.
Oh, okay. One.
Yes, but there is a caveat to that. You do have to be able to have a. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry. Yes, you can use that.
Okay, and you said it has 25 uses.
So you're gonna use it. You're gonna use it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, I will use the first use of moderate healing on what's her name, Ruith?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, found this. Well, test number 1. Cast Cure Moderate Wounds.
That's much better. Thank you. But yes, I can give you 500 gold for it.
Yes, I'd like to sell this and actually use that for a couple of enchantments. If it's all right with you.
I can do that for you. What would you like?
All right, let's do this. How about moderate weapon enchantment with lightning? And yeah, let's just do that for now. Plus, just add the 3. I'll subtract the 375 from that. Unless anyone else wants something.
No, I'm just hoping I get to talk to Faye alone at some point.
Okay. Oh yeah, don't you have the stone axe? Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, I pull out the stone axe. I'm not very accustomed to weapons. You know, claws, fire, teeth. Don't really need weapons. How much for this?
She looks it over. Ah, yes, gargoyle architecture. Very large.
Okay, that'll work.
Unfortunately, it's not much. While the architecture is nice, unfortunately, it's not much. It's not as rare or magical as the scimitar, so I can only offer, say, 100 for it.
That's fine. I'm not going to be able to use it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, if it's enough, just save it up for. Save it up for later. If we end up traveling elsewhere, so that will leave me with 390. Okay, so that would leave me to 395. Okay, yes. I will go for the moderate weapon enchant with lightning.
All right. She grab. So which weapon am I doing this for?
All right. I unveil quick strike to her. This short sword.
Oh wow, very nice craftsmanship. I want to ask where you got this.
It was given to me by my father.
Oh, and the heirloom. Very nice. Very nice craftsmanship for such an heirloom. All right, I can work with this. She walks over and spreads a little chemical on it. You see lightning erupt from her hands as she thrusts it into the sword, and then she starts banging on it. Bang, 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 bang. She looks at it twice and bangs it about 3 more times before looking at it. It's like perfect. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So yes, your weapon does +4 lightning damage.
All right, and I adjusted my gold to now it's at 395.
Okay, I'm selling the axe.
DM
All right,
question.
you gain 100 gold. Yep.
Endure elements. Does that mean like she would be able to tolerate different types of weather and such like?
Endure elements is extreme heat or extreme cold.
Awesome. Is it possible to enchant the circlet on my forehead with endure elements, please?
Oh, I can easily do that for you. She holds her hand out for the circlet.
Okay, I hand it over.
Alright, she grabs it and she looks over. She looks it over. All right. She coats it with a chemical. Then you notice that her hand turns red. Hovers it over. Then her hand turns sort of like an ice blue. Hovers it over. And you notice that the metal on it has become like a little bit duller. All right. Sorry I can save the color, but hey,
It's fine. This thing is old anyway.
Alright.
I already took the 150 off of my gold there.
Okay.
80 gold.
Hey, anything else?
I'm going to add circlet elements to my magic items.
I think that's it for now. Again, thank you, Ruith. Again, apologize for your hand.
Oh yes, sorry.
Oh well, accidents happen.
Alrighty.
Alright, so we're going to move over to the other party who is chasing after Jaminia. Give me 1 second to move things over.
I assume Rose is just gonna eavesdrop the whole thing.
She was talking to Jalen.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with a snake, and you done ran off with her.
Snake!
Okay. Snake! Snarky!
I understood that reference.
Okay, so remind me who else is here?
It's just, I think, Cross and Rose that went after Jaminia.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just realized the party's been split into groups of 3.
369.
Yep.
What a reunion.
Alright, so. Well, yeah, it's like drama happens.
Germa happens.
Germa.
Oh, back to the inn.
Yay.
Wait, I missed the drum? Oh, okay.
You see Jaminia sitting at a table, just resting her head in her hands.
I look hesitant to approach.
Is Shiloh there?
Bark, bark.
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Okay, thank you.
Wrong one.
Two Jalen.
Wrong one.
That's not Shiloh.
Oh, Shiloh, you've lost some weight.
Okay. All right. Jaminia looks at Shiloh walking up to him, and she begins to pet him.
Good puppy.
All right. Cross walks over to this seat over here. This seat taken.
No.
Well, go ahead and sit down into it. You want to talk?
You know, I try not to hate anyone. It's like my paladin rights demand that I do not hate anyone. But Simula seems to have made it her personal mission to try and make me hate someone.
Simula, she is the type to just find what makes you tick and then find the opposite to that. I just push and push and push. Or she just knows how to say the right things to get you to, well, listen to her and do what she wants.
Why can't she be normal? Why can't she be like why can't she be a regular person? Why can't she just treat people the way she wants to be treated?
Maybe she's too far gone. Maybe whatever darkness she has is just overtaken her at this point. It doesn't seem like much is going to be able to bring her back. I mean, you could try. I've been trying, but it doesn't seem like much has happened. In fact, I think it seems to have the opposite.
Yes, I do wish to talk about that. I've been putting a little bit of two and two together in my head, and you've been doing things with her.
Yes, I have.
Care to give me the details?
Darn it! Claire!
Mute yourselves, peanut gallery.
When I saw Simula out there, when we had gotten teleported out into like the frozen mountains, it was my first instinct to make sure that nothing happened to her. It brought back way too many memories of something that had once happened with my wife. I would not want anyone to have to lose their child again, or rather, 2 lives be lost instead of 1. And so, I wanted to make sure that she would be okay, and perhaps making sure that she was okay, I began to understand her. I thought that being nice at first would be a way to get through to her, but I'm genuinely trying to see if there's some way I can get through to her. And if that means that I have to do things, if it means for the better of things, if I'm able to get through it, maybe I can get a grasp of her and maybe fix this, then I'm willing to do what it takes. Even if it means getting this new weapon from her. Even if this means that for the sake of the party as well, that I will spend an hour being tutored by her to learn more, to understand what power I now have.
Jaminia sighs, but then begins to giggle a little bit. We're just a bunch of self-sacrificial idiots, you and I.
I think that's why you and I at least get along so much.
Aww.
I guess.
Needless to say, though, the rest of the party, at least on my side, they look at me differently now. They look at me like I'm not even the same person anymore. When I've been
Did you tell them the same things that you told me?
Not everything. They don't even know.
She slaps her face. You really are a buffoon, Cross.
What? Even now, there's stuff that I haven't even told you that would really, really change things at this point. And even if I were to explain it to them, what good would it do? Would it improve things? The way they look at me now, they look at me like I'm some traitor. And I'm not a traitor. I'm doing what I can here to try and make things better for the party, at least make things better for myself to stand a chance out there. If I'm no good to the party, if I'm a weak link to the party, what good am I? At least now with this, I hold up the bow, I have some chance.
Well, be it beyond me to dictate another person's conscience.
What do you think I should do then?
I do think I realize how hypocritical this sounds coming from me, but probably needs to be a little more honest about what we are feeling. Personally, I do believe that you're playing a dangerous game.
What?
But if you feel that that is the right thing to do, then I will not stop you.
Am I wrong though for trying to?
It's just I've tried before, and you saw how she responded. I stopped trying a long time ago. I've faced that sort of rhetoric from her for the longest time, and I don't know, if you're open to try it, go for it, but for me, I've stopped trying a long time ago.
I'm not gonna quit then. I'm gonna do everything that I can to try to get through to her. Even if it means doing things that may cause problems for the rest of the party, I don't care at this point. If it means that in the long run that things can improve, if there's a better ending to this story, and if there's a way to do it, I'll do it. Even if it means losing more than I already have. But at this point, if you want me to be honest with you, Jaminia, there's a part of me that is willing to give in to this darkness. And I know I had that talk with you before about not giving into it, because if you fall too dark into it, you'll never find yourself. There's a part of me that wants to go into that darkness just to try and fix this. But I know if I do that, I don't know if I'll come back the same person. I am teetering right on the edge with all this pain that I have. And I can't tell anyone about it, because if I do, it'll change everything. I will not be the same person. And at least with you, there's some semblance. When I look at you, at least there's some semblance of who I used to be inside you. And I don't want to lose that. I can't.
She places her hand on yours. If I can be tempted by darkness and overcome it, so can you. If you need me to help you, I will do so.
I just want this pain to end. I want to stop feeling this Every morning, every day, every night, every time I fall asleep, I just want this to end. I just want to go back to the way things were. I miss my son. I miss my home. I miss my family. I miss my team. I miss everything. I would give anything to have it back. But I can't.
She pulls you into a hug. We are almost done, Cross. We are almost done.
Please don't think less of me for this. I can't lose you too.
She pulls back from the hug and looks you dead in the eyes. But just don't worry. All we need to do is find a couple diamonds. Don't worry. I don't want to lose you either. I've grown to care about. I've grown to. Anyways, we should it's complicated. This situation. I'm not entirely sure how to handle this. But all we can do is press forward. We have a goal, and we can't be distracted by things right now.
When this is over, we'll have a better understanding of everything. But for now, you're right. We should press onwards.
Oh, and Cross, martyring yourself doesn't always make you the good guy. Just remember that.
Right.
Jaminia looks over. Well, Rose, care to chime in?
I suppose getting diamonds would be a good idea in case something happens to somebody. I know Owen probably would be able to help us out in that regard.
Yes.
But I'm not sure where we could find some, but...
Well, that's as if on cue.
Yay! There he is.
Speaking of the devil.
I have just arrived. I thought I'd be with Ivan and Simula, but apparently Ivan and Simula are still by the brook, I imagine. Nope, wait.
There I am.
Simula's alone.
Simula's alone.
Yeah. I said she needed some time to think it over, and I gave her that privacy.
I'm trying to...
Okay, I hope Amber shows up, because I have a great thing to tell.
Hold on a sec. I'm trying to imagine if Owen would dare leave Simula alone.
Leave her alone.
No.
Just say, okay, so let's just role play it for a second. It's like Owen asks the question. Owen's like, ask Ivan where's Simula.
Where is Simula?
Well, she said she needed some time to be alone, and I gave her that privacy.
You left her alone?
Yes. I know it seems a little unorthodox, but she is part of our party, and I want her to build our trust. I actually had a little bit of a talk with her when she was by the brook by herself, and based on what she's been saying, it was hard for me to get to her. She doesn't really seem to understand that things we do for each other, they don't rely on survival. It's the gesture. It's that we care about each other. And she said she needed some time to think it over, and I let her be. So call me taking a risk here, but I do think as a part of our party, we should at least trust her a little bit.
We should also protect her. You left her alone?
Last I checked, the warden had interest in Simula for a number of different reasons.
Most of which not being that she's carrying his child.
And I still think that she is scheming against this party for a number of reasons. The fact that I would never leave her alone. I'd keep an eye on her for no matter what she's doing. And this is what Owen would say.
A woman doesn't need your privacy, Owen.
What I was going to say, DM question. I think it would have been more in my nature to actually stay with her, just in case, but I guess I'm here now.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, we're here now. We're just going to have to play it by ear from this point on.
Yeah.
So, what's next? What are we doing?
No.
I actually wanted to talk with Cross about something if he's not too busy already.
I was going to say, I would hope that the others would show up, because I actually have something that I would like to tell them.
Okay.